Welcome everyone. Today I am doing the Phantom Sealed Midweek Magic on Arena, and I'm basically just going to show you how to do a sealed pool. I do things a little bit differently than most people in my sealed pools, so you're not going to want to miss this because I'm going to go through exactly how I build my decks out of any sealed pool that I open and give you some tips along the way. Let's jump in, open these packs, and see what we get. Alright, Archfiend Dross is definitely the best card here. I'm going to build around Archfiend Dross if we get a chance. It's got a 2-drop that's decent and Vran to support it. Kaya is great as well. Maybe we push into wider bias towards white. And also, a 2-drop that's a 3/3. Green-white is also something to keep in the back of my mind. It's not a bad card. Wow. This white is good. So, that's a great sign. I like to start my sealed pools by pulling out every single piece of removal. Everybody does this part differently in how you start to organize and figure out what colors to play. But for me, pulling out removal in every color is my first step. And the reason why is in sealed, I refuse to play without removal. So if I have a color that's missing removal or is lacking removal, I'll have to bias towards a color that does have it. So far, so good. All three of our colors have what I would consider okay removal. Red looks really good, by the way. Yeah. I like red. 2 evolving adaptive. Wow. Okay. Green looks good too. The removal is a little light, but green removal is always kind of light, so you can count Kaya as removal. 2 really good green-white creatures here, by the way. Let's just check the last page. Nothing really substantial here. The Atlas is important to know that we have the Atlas, so 3 colors is looking really good. Okay, so it looks like, we have removal in every single color, so we're not going to be limited based on removal, and that's a really good thing. It doesn't happen that way every time. So, we have the green light to do whatever we like. And from what I can see in our multicolor cards and what we open for our rares, I would like to go ahead and try and build with black, white, and green. And go that direction. Our red looks good, so it's kind of a shame. We'll keep that in mind that our red looks good. But with both of those 2 drops that are green-white and then Archfiend Dross and black, I really, really think the place to look first are these 3 colors together and see if we can have a good curve and good support for our bombs that are in these colors. I don't think Graz is playable, so I'm just going to leave it out. I'm not really a fan of Stuart, but I guess I'll bring it in. Just have a C. Bring in all the black now. There's our Archfiend. Fran. Yeah, black is looking really good. So. Trawling Drake and Memorize. Trawling Drake's good. Other than that, blue didn't look great. Alright, let's just take in all the white. Okay. Now, we can always fall back and try out red if this doesn't look good, but from what I just grabbed, I don't think we're going to need red, and I think these 3 colors are the place to be. Asban's looking sweet with Archfiend Dross, Kaya, 2 drops that are just spectacular in green and white. This is a great curve. Just even before I start cutting, it's loaded to the bottom. Got evolving adaptives, Whisper of the Dross. Like, all of our 1-drops here are great. In fact, I'm not even going to touch them. I like all of our 1-drops. We don't need the Justicar. I'm now just going to cut ones we don't need. The Gladiator we don't need. I think I'm going to lean towards, Toxic Tendency, but Vran can definitely stay. It's a great 2-drop as well. Long Legs is maybe, so it's going to stay. Stuart's no. Restoration. I'm not sure we need 2, but with a Planeswalker, 1 might be okay. Malira. This is a very specific card. about poison counters and not getting too many of them, but... And you can kind of save a creature, I guess, sort of, that's not her at the cost of exile, but I'm just more interested that it's a 3/3 that comes down on turn 2. I mean, traditionally, anything that's 3/3 comes down on turn 2 is pretty good. Slaughter Singer's fantastic, so hopefully we can get enough toxic creatures in this pool. Vanish to Eternity is really a 6-drop, but you can play it on 3. I'm not sure we need the canopies. I mean, they're good removal. I'm going to take them out for now, because I don't think we need more removal. Yeah, let's cut that restoration now. We don't have enough artifacts to make Enforcer a 4/4 for 4 vigilance, so I do think it's a cut from what I can see. Feed the Infection's a maybe card. I think I'm okay cutting it. Testament Bearer, yeah, okay. Equipment can go. Onslaught's definitely going. Too high end of a black card. So, we're down to 44 cards. And this curve still looks fantastic. I don't think the Prism's a good 2-drop for us to run, since I'd rather have a creature. And the Long Legs is probably the weakest aggressive creature, since I think I want to be just swinging in. So... one attack is not going to be doing it. I don't see us sitting back very much. What do you cut from here? I mean, Testament Bearer. And then we can cut a land. I think, what, a forest gets cut here. Black's kind of too important. Double black on turn 4 is the earliest double I have, so... I don't want to touch the black. Let's touch the green. Call it 16 lands and call it a day. Yeah, there's no reason for me to even pull in red and look at red. This is really good. There's no way it can be better than the 2/2 drops that white-green give us to add to black. So, look at that. You know, we got 3, 7, 11, 13, 14 creatures, plus Kaya, plus... Revive, so it's like 16-ish with a battle trick and then 5 removal and a ramp. I love it. I'm good. Let's jump into game 1. This start hand looks okay. I wish I had a black land, but we'll get adaptive on the board turn 1 and then hopefully draw a black land and be able to put out some other things. There's the black land. Alright, so adaptive is not going to get bigger from our siphoner, but that's okay. Perfect target for our Whisper of the Dross. So we'll just target that. That's how we'll get a 1/1 counter. And then we'll swing in for 2. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll cast a 3/3 here. Make our adaptive bigger. Oh. They have a counter. Okay. They got me. It's okay. I mean, that was definitely a big swing, but we'll be alright. We got other action. Zealot. Okay, that was a good draw. We can now make our adaptive a 3/3, and then we can swing in. Because I don't think they'll want to attack into Death Touch. Only got 2 cards left. Now that's a target for Vanish into Eternity if I've ever seen one. That'll only cost 3 to target and kill, so we'll get their Planeswalker next turn using Vanish. We'll even be able to double cast our Siphoner. I will block here. If they attack, I will trade my Death Touch for their Zealot. Okay. So we need to vanish. And Siphoner's gonna come out.
All will witness Phyrexia's.
Oh, because Jace made it a 0-3. You actually got another counter there. That was pretty, that was pretty cute. I mean, we would have gotten it anyway from the head cleaver, but that was an interesting little accidental synergy they gave us. Let's just swing in. I'm not sure they can come back from this. They'd have to have like an amazing board wipe. But we're just gonna run everything out. Keep aggressive. Right. Looks like we built a pretty good deck. 1 game, 1 win. They even had a Planeswalker against us, so looks promising. I like how aggressive our deck is playing. I don't think I need to make any edits. Let's go ahead and go to game 2. I don't think this is keepable. I need black or white to go with green. Much better. Not very much action. I think the right move is to ditch Kaya. But because I'm recording this, I think I'm just going to ditch a land and hope we can cast Kaya for you to see. I don't think she's ever going to get cast. Like, the right choice is definitely to ditch Kaya if you're in the situation, but I would really, really like to get her on the board, so I'm going to ditch a land instead, and hopefully we can get to her down the road. Not exactly the hand I like, though, to be on the play. My first actual permanent on the board is turn 3. But what you going to do? I'm going to just move Kaya over to the side. She's pretty much a dead card. Alright, adaptive. I guess we bring out Vran. I don't think we need to, like, kill their spider necessarily. We can just play it slow, bring out Vran. Hive Master next turn to make our adaptive a 3-3. Okay. There's no rush here. I don't think we're going to be swinging in. Well, I guess we could swing in with the adaptive if we wanted to, but let's start with the Hive Master to make it a 3-3. I'm not in a rush. It's not a good trade. Hover Wings is a problem, but the problem is it can be moved around, so not sure Drown and Iker is the card that is perfect in this situation. Do they have a punch? No, they're just swinging. I will trade my Hive Master for a double trigger here. Titanic Growth is good. So now we have a battle trick. We can just swing in. Okay. I think I'll just use it on my might. Save my might, kill their long legs. We could just clear their board here. It's probably the safest thing to do. It's a little bit aggressive, though, but maybe we save it. It's a tough call. But if they brought down something really big, I'd be really upset that I didn't save it, so they just equip there. They don't have anything. Now we just drown it, swing in, get aggressive here. They have a trick? No. Alright, let's go. Swing in for 7. Kaya's just sitting there as our mascot. We're 2 lands away from being able to play her. We're never going to get there. Oh no. I took away my 4/4. That's alright. Still swinging in for 3 is good. And Vran actually has some pretty good reach with the 2 damage if a creature dies thing. So they're going to have to be really careful when they're down to 5 life in how they block, what they block, if they block. They can't afford to kill my creatures off. They'll just lose 2 life if they do. I think we'll save our removal. But just swing in with these 2. If they block, yeah. They're going to lose 3 life total here, so they're down to 2. Now they can't kill anything without dying, which is pretty cool. Shepherd's a good card, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. They're dead in 2 turns. I don't see them being able to kill me in 2 turns. And they can't block my Death Touch guy or else they lose. So, yeah. I think I just swing in here. Alright. I don't think they can kill me even with a pump spell. There's a pump spell. Nope, not good enough. Good game. Pushing that 7 damage mid-game was really important. Well, we've played 2 games, and we've won 2 games. This is an okay start hand. I wish the adaptive was castable. We do have the Atlas. So, you know, we're guaranteed to eventually play green with the Atlas in our hand, so that's keepable for that reason. The Atlas is going to be really important. There is a green land anyway, though. So now we can... Well, no. I think I want to run out my adaptive first. They're playing black. They're going to have removal. My Singer's too good. I'd rather play Singer after adaptive and make them both 2/2s. It's a little bit of a slower play, but I think it's the right play to put out the adaptive first. I mean, we could have done Singer into Raptor. That would have been good too, but I just, I think the adaptive, giving it a chance to grow, is good. Alright. Now I will do the Singer, and if they remove it, they remove it. Swing in for 2. Okay. We can either drown that or... Yeah, I mean, that way we just can't push in damage, and then we can play out a fly, maybe? Yeah, double cast is good. Submit. It's a shame we don't get to proliferate poison, but pushing in 5 damage is always a good thing. Bring out the fly. Man, next turn we can double cast Atlas and Raptor. That'll be good. That's a card. I don't think -1 is gonna do it. Don't think I have anything to deal with that at the moment. So what should I do? Drown an Iker would be really nice. But we don't have it. Already used it. Let's just put out our Atlas, put out our Raptor, like we were going to do. And try and make attacking look not appealing, because if they attack in, then they'll get Toxic 4 and a bunch of damage. So let's kind of try and freeze their Archfiend from attacking. I mean, if I was him, I'd be attacking this turn for sure with it, but you never know. Sometimes a board presence can kind of deter people. There's their way to sack it to make sure it doesn't kill them. So we can't stall it out. Not that I expected to. Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Okay. They didn't attack in. I think that's a mistake. I'm just gonna say it. It's a mistake. They definitely should have attacked in with their Archfiend. It's not a card you put on the board and expect to just sit back with it. It's not a card you sit back with. Let me just put it that way. You know, you attack in, if somebody chump blocks, it still does 2 damage to your opponent. You gain 2 life. It's 4 damage life swing, even if you attack in and get chump blocked. Yeah. The ticker goes down. They should have attacked. They still should attack this next turn. But I'm pleased that my tactic of let's just put a bunch of creatures out and hope it holds is working. That at least makes me happy. Come on. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. I mean, I can't kill their Archfiend. I can't do it. They're not swinging in. Well, I'm just gonna hold tight. I don't have an attack. Whisper of the Dross is looking very pathetic here. Please tell me they'll attack here. I mean, this is, unless they can put an oil counter up there, this is the last turn they have to make any value of it, of the Archfiend. They've put a 6/6 down, and the only value they got out of it was a stall. That's not good. Okay, well that will buy them 1 more turn. 2, guaranteed, with the sack from the Centurion. Okay. Yep. It's proliferating your Archfiend. You can do it. Click yes. There it is. Okay. Are they going to attack? Yes. Okay. They should have been doing that 2 turns ago. Alright. We do have a good block here, though. The Cutthroat's going to sack the Scrap Trap to proliferate again. But we can block with our adaptive. Give the what will be a 4/4, a -1/-1, make it a 3/3. And then our 3/3 will get proliferated up to a 4/4. So that is a good block. Don't think I want to trade in the air. I think I'm going to take 9 damage in the air. And I'm just going to do this one trick. See what they do. They gonna sack? Probably. I mean, I guess they don't have a blocker if they sack the Scrap Trap. They could sack the Rebel. Do 3 less damage. That's a tough choice for them, actually. If they let it resolve, I'm letting it resolve. Yep. Good. Okay. Here we go. That is a draw. Wait, do we have... Oh, man. I think we have lethal with Kaya. Yeah. Let's put it out. I'm pretty sure it's lethal. We'll count it out. But if I steal... Yeah, if I steal their Scrap Trap, that proliferates. And if I attack with everything, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 4, because the scrap trap will proliferate and make it a 4/4. So, yeah, that's 13. Let's do it. Man, what a bummer for them. Submit 3, yeah. I'll attack. Yeah. How about that for lethal? Out of nowhere. That was a good draw. But in fairness, they had a bomb for the whole game they didn't use, so 3 games, 3 wins. It's a good sealed deck. What can I say? Let's play one more. Kind of really want Archfiend to get out on the board, so I can kind of show you how you properly use the card more aggressively. The start hand's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and kill that, since I do not have a turn 2 play at the moment. So turn 3, we can put out a creature. And with the Atlas, we'll just do a creature. They're definitely on the play, and we are definitely on the draw. I like that our 3/2 is going to be swinging in against their 1/1. Hopefully they don't add. Anoint with the Affliction is a really good target for me. I do not get my little mite upon death because it was exiled. Dune Mover. They're playing the same 3 colors I am. Good for them. That was a really good draw. We can do this and the Basilisk, and hopefully put a stop to the bleeding and attacking in. Okay. I think we've restabilized. They have 2 cards left. We have 3 cards left. And then they drop a bomb. I mean, at least we have Death Touch. I'm gonna put out the Atlas. And then pass. Next turn we can vanish it if we need to. But I do need to block this turn probably. The Death Touch anyway. Okay. So we can either vanish Planar Disruption and still block with our Death Touch, or we can take a risk with Titanic Growth and our adaptive blocking. I think the Titanic Growth with the adaptive is probably the right choice here. I mean, they could have a trick. If they do have a trick, they're going to use it here. But this way we only take 2 more toxic, and we're only at 4 toxic. Good. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Let's put this bad boy out and show you what he can do to a battlefield. So I would argue we've been behind, but this is the exact moment where we're going to pull ahead. So let's swing in for 3 on this turn, and you'll just watch as I start swinging. There's no way that we'll get down to 4 counters. It's just one of those things like, yeah, I've got 3 more turns to win with it, but I'm not even going to need those 3 turns. I'm going to swing in with 9. Just stay aggressive. As soon as Archfiend gets on the board, you just go for it. I'm wondering if I should even just remove Planar Disruption. But instead, I think I'm going to remove their Siphoner as a super aggressive move and just clear the air so I definitely get all of my damage in. So if they want to block any damage at all, they're going to have to block 3 damage and lose their creature. Yeah, and they're still going to take 6 plus 2. So that's going to be 9. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, they blocked there, but they only saved 1 damage total. And they lost their creature. It's just... It's such a gross card. Like, let's just put it that way. It's just such a gross card. Unless they put something on the board, they're dead. And even if they do put something on the board, they're probably still dead. They do need to just remove the Archfiend if they can. Yeah, I mean, they block my 6/6 for 1 turn, but they're still going to take 5 damage here and be down to 4 life. Oh, well, they're not even going to get to do that. But see, yeah, this is why this card's just so good. I mean, they would have gone down to 4 life there, and then next turn I would still have a 6/6 and the 4/4, 3/3 on the board or whatever. So, just really dominant card. If you do put it on the board, just keep attacking. That's how you get the value out of it. But just, what a bomb! What a bomb! You know, the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter. If it has no oil counters, you lose the game. That line you might as well just ignore. Anyway, I'm just going to stop at 4 games. I've already played like 9, 10 games undefeated with this deck, just to get to a Archfiend Dross game for you to see. But it's a great deck. Let's take a look at it one last time. Red was good in our pool as well, but it just does not beat the combinations that we had going with all the other colors. So probably do more drafting and some popper videos next on the channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.